with a touch of right-hand English. Wow, what an amazing shot there. What a great kick shot by the... Come 2 rails, back to the short rail for 3. See that? Excellent shot. It was a pure stroke, and he just floated the ball. You see how he didn't hit the ball hard there? You don't need more about technique. Having a smooth stroke and a smooth contact. High right on this ball. Can go 1 or 2 rails for position on the 6. Now stun this off the long rail. Probably wants to land on the opposite long rail on the middle diamond, and that's pretty good. Can just play this center ball and just follow, just heading before the side pocket on the long rail, and position on the 8. So both players look in great form. Joshua was undefeated to get to this stage. And just mishit the shot completely. Fedor will be a little bit upset with that shot. He's been there and done it before. So maybe some top right. Just like that. Played it very nice for the corner pocket, and can just stun this forward. Just like that, and just 1 rail position, centre ball, or maybe a touch of right. Get your cue ball into the middle of the table. There you have it. The killer filler should take a 2-1 lead, and rightly so. I like trying to dislodge the 3 and 9, hitting the long rail and going, wow, he hit that perfect. It's in this match already, and we're only at 2-1. High right, 2-3 rails position. Does he try and avoid it, or does he go into the 6 ball to maintain shape? I like going into the 6 ball here. Just like that, maintain shape. Well thought out there by Joshua. He's a very intelligent player. They both are, actually. Sets this rack up nicely. I like just playing this 1 rail. Plain ball. He might stun around 2 rails. It's preference. It depends on what shaft you're using as well. For me, different kind of shots you play, your shot selection. Position on the 3. Maybe a touch of right-hand English here. Not too much. You don't want to flirt with that side pocket too much. So he's got position here on the 4. They say, why play position when you've got position? So just stop the ball. Or maybe a little... Sets up this rack nicely. So he wants a little angle on the 8 ball. Bottom right, drawing to the long rail. Get your cue ball centralish, or position on the 9. Nicely done by the killer filler. Thinks he can pot it. And he actually threw that ball in with a bit of touch of right hand English, and go behind the 6 ball. Maintain position for the 5. Well, I wouldn't say straight, but he's going to the right, and he's just elected to just, and looks like he can only stop the ball here. and take on a tough 7. Can just float this in, play this 8 in the same pocket. Yeah, but shouldn't be a problem for the young sensation. Very nicely done. Filler exerts his authority 5-3 to the killer. So just some high right, come 2 rails. You want to hit the second rail and bounce out. Yeah, that bounce. So his options here can stun to the long rail and come to the middle of the table. I think that's a great shot maker that he gets himself out of trouble so many times. It's unreal. Probably the best shot maker on the planet. So I can just float this 2 rails. 1, 2. Didn't want to, said before, there is margin for error. Rolling a ball dead weight. So probably wants to play or a bit towards the left to where he's standing. Play the 6 in the corner pocket. Nicely done. And just draw this back 6 or 7 inches. You could stun into the rail here. There's some left-hand spin. Get closer to your work. Maybe, but it's got a nice angle to just float this in the 2 rails or 1 rail. I like hitting that 2 rails. Let your stroke go a bit and play a more confident shot. Nevertheless, in prime position, ties up the match again. 6. Excellent break, probably the best break of the match. Maybe one of the best breaks of the tournament. Just got to put a nice soft stun on this. Hits it into the rail, that's fine. Perfect position. Can stun into the rail here. The centre ball striking, maybe a little bit of right hand English. Stun to the long rail again. Centre ball striking. Lovely position on the 9. To level up the score again. What a roller coaster this match is. To see him down in the match after having such a good break in this match. Jacking up slightly, he's going to stun this ball in. A lot of the modern age players, they like to stun the ball rather than slow roll it. They like to stun the ball rather than slow roll it. Whereas if you looked at the older generation, oh, needs a nice angle on the 7 ball to get to the 8, which looks like the key shot of the rack. Okay, some low right English to come right back. I don't think he's going to draw directly back. Yeah, he used the long rail. Pinched the pocket a little. Lovely position.
Looks like he's going to try to alter the cue ball. Just like I said, between them like that. And that was a nice shot, I'll tell you that right now. The only thing is he'll just try to kill it right there, move it just a little maybe. Just like that. He couldn't do much with it. Yeah, he's laying funny now. He may won't hit it too hard. He'll just float the cue ball. And he drew it. Wow. That was some. He'll just draw back a little, create a little bit of angle going towards the 8 on the 7, the right bottom. Now he'll just draw over. He might follow to the rail too. He might not go to the bottom rail, just stay right there, like that. He might go 2 rails under a 9 or draw out in the middle with right. Draw out in the middle with right. I should just go ahead and say that he's going to draw everything. Left bottom. Like he drew that 5 ball and I thought he was going to roll it. He almost got snookered. It's not too hard out once he makes this shot. Just slightly cut it slow. 2 rails back to the middle of the table like that. He could go forward a little and shoot the 5 in the other corner or draw back just a little and shoot the 5 in the same corner like that. Now he's going to draw rails. He might go around the 7 underneath it or draw above it and use all the rails. No, he went around it like that. Perfect. Side. Yep. I would just slow roll and kill it, but he might go to the bottom rail and bounce off. Like that, yeah. Good shot. He's got to go back and forth. Draw before the side or go 3 rails. 3 rails like that. But just roll this in with a little bit of left. A little slow like that. Good shot. Looks like he's going to do. Just bump the 5 real slow. And then shoot the pink in the corner. He's going to slow roll it. Yeah, that's the shot. The only thing is he landed himself right on top of the... This one can be missed all over by the 8. Yeah, he's going to put right on it and then pop it a little bit. Like that. Wow. You put left on it. It's one difficult shot. It's easier if you put a little right and do what I... Oh, I didn't know he could go around the table. He has a decent shot on it, too. All he's got to do is jack up and stun to the rail. Like that. Draw around somehow or another. That's where he needed to stay, on that side like that. So he can come around for the 5. Straight top. He's going to hit it with speed. You don't want it to come all the way around. It might scratch. Too risky. If he just draws to the middle of the table, it's an easy shot to play the combo. Wow, good shot. Cut this in and go around the table, I think. Or can he slow roll it? No, he slow rolled it. Hit the 8. Wow. That was, I didn't end real slow. God, this guy's, and he fluked it. Wow. 2 rails. He'll just draw it 2 rails about the bottom. He'll just roll it in. He drew it. There you go. Wow, he needs to like take a break or something. Go all the way around, try to get back in the middle of the table for the combination, or just land on the side rail. It's going to cut the 3 on the side. Good shot. Yeah, go 2 rails and the 4 comes off for the same pocket. Just put a little bit of right on it. It might not even go to the right like that. 2 rails back for the same pocket. And shoot it in the side. I think he's going to try for the corner. He underhit that. He's not playing... He's playing a little weird. Maybe play him some placement pool. Left, middle, just below center, and stun it and go to the rail and come back off. Right, just below center. Stun off the rail like that. He'll stop right there on the 9. Straight bottom, just stop. And just stop again. It's like 5-4 Kazakis. So, 2 little mistakes from Kazakis now. 5-4 Kazakis to break. Strongest man in the world can't break a pool ball. Rack a pool ball. He's going to draw back, I think, for the 3, yeah. Good shot. Seem better to him. He'll just draw off, right bottom. A lot of bottom in this one. See how he put a lot of bottom on? The amateur players and the avid players out there, you got to watch how they put a lot of bottom on it. He'll just stun 2 rails. Or roll it. Stun 2 rails, yeah, like that. That was just a lot of left. Now he'll just draw over with left bottom, put quite a bit of spin. He'll spin it over. No, he stayed there. He's going to go 2 rails. A lot of left bottom, just spin like that. right bottom on this, or we'll just roll it in with right. Right bottom. All right, 6-5 Kazakis to break. He's either going to stun out or draw all the way back around the table too, and draw out like that. That was the other one I called. And shoot the 3 in the other corner. That was the right way to play it. That was it. Draw it back around the rails. Like that. The only thing is he hit it too hard. He's playing for the side. He's rolling up. Oh, he is stunning over for the side. No, he's rolling up for the corner. I thought he would have shot that ball on the side. But it doesn't matter. If he doesn't get out here, it'll be really amazing. Just stop right there or roll forward. Yeah. Straight top. If he draws this, I won't believe it. Guy draws everything. Yeah. Just roll it in, draw it back to the side rail. There you go. All right, 6-6. What a simple combination way. Stay right there for the 1. Or he could come straight back down the table a little bit too. Get on the 2. Go to the side rail like that. That was the right shot. He might go all the way to the bottom rail and bounce off, or he might just go real slow. Very good. Good shot. 9. He'll just touch draw it off the rail like that. Stay right there where he didn't go towards the 9. With left top and just bounce off lightly. He'll do 1 or 2. Draw off probably. Yeah. They do that a lot, these guys. They draw off. Draw back down the table, down the middle. They love doing that right there. They think they're showing off. No, I'm just kidding. All right, now left top. Draw to the side rail or float back down the middle of the table. He's floating back down the middle of the table. Stun this in. He won't roll this ball. He'll stun it 2 rails or draw to the side rail. That is, I used to shoot then real lightly, and he'll go right to the middle of the table for an angle on the 2. Wow. Now he gets easy. Now he just go 3 rails. 1 side, bottom rail, side rail. He ain't going to get the 3rd rail, though. He underhit that. All right, he'll just roll this in with a little left, draw it, come back for the 4 in the same pocket. Like that. See, he keeps landing in tricky places. Now he's got to cut this in. Is he trying to make the 9 then? No. That was a good shot. He drew off of it and spun around instead of rolling it. No. He'll put right top on this and just slow roll it. Or he'll fire it in. He likes whacking these kind and going back and forth a little more than I do. As I played, I just started realizing it was easier to use the rails. He should just follow this or draw it. Yeah, just follow it like that. He still stunned that a little bit. I won't believe it. I bet my life he'd draw 2 rails. Like that. Have to, wouldn't he? All right, full bunch of sour grapes, ain't it, huh? All right, Filler's going to follow this with right top. Bounce off the rail. Let's see if I can get him right on this rack. Not perplexed. He's going to draw back and leave the 2 right there. All right, good. Left bottom. Of course, this shot scares me a little bit these days. Left bottom, go 2 rails back to the middle. Yep, did that right. Like I thought, anyway. 2. He's hitting middle ball. He's going to make it deflect. And it made the 9. Wow. He never got shape either.
What he can, I guess he's rolling out to a kick. I don't think he would even roll out to a sliver of the one. And the reason we're saying that, yeah, is because if you roll out, I don't think he'll power up and go 3 rails here. I don't think there's enough angle. I think he can go forward.
He'll just come straight down. And takes the first game.
Yeah, what a lineup we have today in a difficult position. So,
Yep, you got it. Well, good break for Filler. Go to work.
well, the one thing that he's had a couple of opportunities. So if he could just shore that up and get some more opportunities, and be right back in this match.
Well, he's not that far out of it. It's only be 2-0. So
Yeah.
taking a look at their Fargo scores underneath their names there, 787 for Hijikata, and of course 820.
You know, of course, you have to take advantage of your opportunities.
Everyone, because they're so few and far between.
Yeah, when percentages come down, you just got to feel like Filler's not going to give up much when he does get his shot. So,
Yeah, if you're waiting for this young man to make a mistake, you're going to be waiting.
yeah. So that's like, you know, Filler got hooked off of a dry break in the opening game, where it allowed Hichikata to get control of the table. It didn't work out for him there, I've ever seen. Meaning when he has a choice, a lot of times he'll go a little more towards the stun than the sweeter stroke.
Yeah, that's his go-to shot.
Yeah. But the thing about it is he hits it so side.
Because he's a little elevated, so it's easier to do that.
Yeah, and he's a little bit off angle, meaning he had to cut it just ever so slightly. And the 6 is real.
All Suites Hotel and Casino, JB Cases, Omega. They help, along with Q Sports International and Predator, help make these sponsors make the difference. And players make it worthwhile. Looking pretty good for Filler.
Yeah, he'll just pull this over for the 9 in the corner. See, like right there, for instance, a lot of people might have tried to necessarily, but a lot of amateurs, they really look at, hey, I got to make my shot the easiest. But, you know, when you got a ball left or 2 balls left, that's one thing. But most of the time, it's not about making the shot easier. It's about having future with the shot, meaning being able to play position. I'd want to get a little closer, though, if I'm going to draw it and leave it on the side rail.
Right.
I think I'm coming down table myself.
Okay. He did.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah,
whether it's 2 rails, 1 rail draw, whatever. Now, if he has to draw it, that's different, meaning he has to contain the speed.
Let's watch him hit this. Yeah, he held it up on the inside.
Here, George. He won't kill it, but he'll still get plenty of movement to the rail and back out. I got a little heavy. 6 goes in the side and the corner, though.
Well, it looks like Hijikata came with a break and run, and Josh followed up with one of his own once he finishes these last 3 balls.
Oh, no. No, you make it a good portion of the time, but probably miss it a little bit more with it being that high. So he's going to go into the 6 or 10 here.
There you go.
Oh, he was trying to go into the 6 or 10. Friction. There's not much acceleration at times in Hijikata's delivery.
Yeah. Well, this by no means is ideal, but
2 rails. This is what I like better. I was wondering why left-handed he wouldn't just come over to the side rail and use 1 rail to float in there. Or he's going to draw. Okay.
Yeah, and he wants the cue ball right about where it's at now.
Yeah, and the 5's over the pocket, so the position on the 3 is mainly get the shot at it.
Well, you know, you captaining the Moscone Cup team, see his aggressive strokes.
Well, at this moment,
At this moment, it's
I'm
okay,
not too
right?
worried about the Europeans, and I'm not too worried about us either, but game day there in December.
Yeah.
Now, talk to the guys about what they can do mentally come to the end of the year, I believe.
Well, I'm sure you've put together a plan to help their mental game.
Yeah, that's been probably as much as the physical the last 2 years of my Johan and I. Really, be honest with you. Because just like those percentages at the bottom of our screen here, come back with the cue ball, you'll just stay above the side. Yeah.
And notice he's using center English just to keep it on that same line. Doesn't want to put any.
Yeah, and it's really, I mean, they get confused with it sometimes too. I see it all the time that, hey, when you get out of line, you need to accept a little tougher shot on the next ball.
See what he's doing. Looks like he is.
Okay, so he's got more of it than we think he does.
I'm right down that it looks like he's got half a ball.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah, he had enough to get by.
Well, that's how you learn that, hey, man, looks can be deceiving. Okay, so Josh Fedor just 6 balls away from getting to our 3rd round here, which is going to be the final 32 on the winner's side.
Keep in mind that for the Predator World 10 ball, when it goes to the final 16, it is no longer double elimination. It'll be a long extended race. It'll be a race to 10, I believe, instead of 8.
Did he get a little flat here? Almost.
No, it looks like he can follow straight down, hit the just beneath the side pocket. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Josh, I'll tell you, with the preferred kind of stun stroke, even though it's a clean stun, like we talked about before, it's not really an all-out slap of the cue ball, but he can really, manufacture angles that aren't quite there.
And there it is.
Yeah, well, Hichik of mainstream Q Sports refereeing, so all intact here for our opening match here on the winner's side for what is day number 3. Rail angle coming behind the 5-6. Just kind of preference here. He can come above it. I like this shot myself because you can always come one rail or you can drop in just below the 5 ball for the 4. Key here, though, stay off the rail. That way you can draw off of the 4 to get up on the 5.
He's not going to stay off the rail.
And he didn't get shaped. The mind is there along with a lot of talent.
Plus, we'll get to watch this jump shot.
Well,
Look at that.
Nothing to it.
Look at that. Talk about shot.
Probably didn't expect anything else other than him making that ball. And in my opinion, these are 2 of the guys that are that upper echelon. They're all great players in this event, but there's just a common. But these guys break the balls and fly the cue ball back past the side a lot, so the sides really kind of become not part of a scratch equation, but they get a lot of bad kisses.
Yep. Forces them. Sometimes you watch 2 and 3 balls just herd that cue ball right to the corner pocket. Well, Josh Omega, World Pool Billiards Association.
Well, Josh, who missed a tough 5 ball in the opening rack, really.
We got some.
He's there, ladies and gentlemen. We're back, though, and Filler's on the 6 ball. Pretty routine here, as long as he doesn't overdraw. He's so accurately if he needs to, meaning cheat that pocket a little bit. Now, not saying he has to here, but.
No, he's ideal right here.
Yeah, but just even that little bit of stun, he gets that to where he wants with the cue ball.
Good view of the stands and the people watching, fans watching, and we're tied at 1.
4 and the 5's near the 4, so Really, the 7 connects to the 9, so he should get out here with no problems. I'm not one to usually say, hey, he comes a little more at the 3, but it's kind of up to him. He can come one rail with a little inside, no problem between the 5-7.
Oh,
Ooh.
Problem. Too much English.
Another, so after a few mistakes, if he could get away with this game and then breaking off in the, okay, he played the side. But a filler, you kind of think he might get going behind getting away with a couple of mistakes here.
Well, the left-hander jumps that and wins 2 games in a row.
Nothing go into the 4 or the 8 or any of that.
Oh. What do they say about bumping balls?
Shape. If he babies it, I don't think he gets there. I think he hits the 5 full. But if he goes in and puts some speed on it, oh, he hit inside, great shot. Yeah, and that's totally why he intended and intentionally put the inside, just to guarantee some shot on the 4. Well, both gotten back into form, it looks like.
Mark of a great player.
Oh, yeah. And they probably, you know, when you're playing all the time, you just don't question that. A couple things that happened in those first couple games. Just kind of shake it off. Oh, a great run out here after he kind of had to hit the 1 ball at that speed to make sure he got the draw and hit the line he wanted. So I can't really fault him for ending up short on the 3 ball, but what a recovery.
On that 4 ball, I'm the 3 ball to get on the 4.
Yeah. Yeah, because if he catches a piece of that 5 coming out of there, if he doesn't get all that inside English, he's probably cut off on running out.
Well, let's see if we can.
Then he kind of recognized that, hey, I can play this ball in the side pocket, I think, and gain position. 2 rails going right towards the 3.
And there it is. Oh, there's a side pocket there.
And Carlo knew he was a little upset by not getting that cue ball to the rail. That makes all the difference in the world.
It really does.
Go ahead and swing a couple rails and stay away from that 8 rather than playing short side on the 7 like that. Very easily. Looking to see if the 9 went by on the other side. Nice shot there. The one thing good about Josh is that stun shot that he's so good at is it's never a complete flat ball, George. He's always got a little rotation on it, so it moves. One of his bread and butter. Watch, he won't fire it. It'd be a nice little hit, but it won't be 100 miles an hour. There you go. Kind of pointed right there. I think it's just 2 rails. Let the cue ball just kind of float between the 6 and 8. I'm still okay. So this is 2 rails back, above the side. Should be anyways. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, you had to make sure.
The 6 wasn't there, but the correct shot is 2 rails back. Watch what he does. Very hard to dog it, meaning the shot kind of does what you want it to do. Now, he could have hit it. And the thing is also, George, is if you just use straight draw a lot of those angles, it's impossible to get as deep as the side.
Okay,
so you don't have to
spin.
The cue ball will be going away a little bit. Now, the 6 is going to come down with it, but speed's crucial. Like here, that's what I would have been worried about.
Yes, but I don't think it bothers Josh too much. He's at the table and likes every shot he sees.
Oof. That's a good stroke that got that one down. So Filler's going to get that 1-game lead again at 5-4.
All with those 2 games in a row that he won early. More of that pump stroke.
Yeah, and or like a leave-in, real short, but very effective. You see a bunch of them here, you know, with the Garcia on their styles and fundamentals. kind of like a Johann Shua little. Okay, big shot here.
Bringing it straight back. No, that's.
Well, squeezed it in. So Filler put himself in a great position now at 6. I think he can throw this, shooting away from it just a little bit. Nice shot.
He's going for the corner.
And they're just going down with the cue ball. Yeah, I like that. Pretty smart play, I think. On that 2-ball last game, trying to go back and forth for that 4-ball position instead of just rolling the 2 in. But we talked about Filler a lot. He likes to stun the cue. You want him to go to the other side of the 5, but still no problems. This is going to be a little straight. So he's going to have to shoot the 7 from, or he may be able to cheat this ball coming forward.
Go forward 2 rails and play the 7.
I don't know if he can do. Yeah, he couldn't do that. He had to take this. And I like him not getting.
On the other side of the bracket. But it looks like the left-hander is going to take it down 6-5.
Yeah, 7-5.
Excuse me.
World 9-ball champion. Well, how would he like to add a World 10-ball title to that resume? It's a race to 8, alternating break format, the 3-point ball having crossed the head string.
They are using a template to rack the balls. 10-ball is last. You only win the game when it's the last ball pocketed. If it's pocketed during the course of a game in a combo, it gets spotted and plays as a regular.
There. But he's in prime position in the opening rack.
And Joshua's opponent is Fan. As Josh works his way through this first rack, right from the break. And he'll work his way pretty successfully here. Nice.
Yeah, I love watching Josh play. Plays at a high tempo. Unbelievably talented. And I have a soft spot for left-handers, George. I'm quite sure he can see it, and our overhead camera kind of confirms that. Well, Josh is trying to drop right behind it, and if he...
It's a good shot of that beautiful diamond table with our sponsors' names on it. Nice shot. Comes over.
Yeah, that was such a good roll that Josh Filler got there. And it's going to provide him rack number 4 to square this match up.
Straight down. Or as you said.
All square.
I guess if he comes into the 4-ball, he'll kind of like what he has. It'll open up from there. 3. Will he come all the way down and try to get straight in and risk getting behind the 5? Or do you think he just comes? He went forward. He came for the corner. That was going to be
like beside himself. He really had a chance to go 3-1 ahead. Bad positional shot after he banked that one. Snookered himself on the 9. Well, that was costly.
Note Yang's Predator patch on his shirt. Got with a couple of. Matches the one his opponent's wearing. He doesn't have to kick a field goal between the 9 and the 10.
Yeah, no, he's got to take that 10 out of the equation here. Get over the other side of the table.
Yeah. He called it perfect.
I don't know whether you've had a chance to see Filler play much at all, George, but you're getting a good look at him now. 21 years of age.
Well, being from Tucson, Arizona, but I do watch a lot of the live streams, and I'll watch where I can. Some of the top players play, and more I'm seeing them thoroughly.
Well, we have to try and draw this out. Off the 2 side cushions and back for the 3 to the middle.
Nicely for him, or actually he opened it up very nicely for himself.
Double elimination until we reach the last 16. 8 on the winner's side and 8 in the loser's bracket. And then there will be a redraw. The losers will be drawn as the pressure.
So does the pressure, because now you can't lose. You're out if you lose.
Well, he didn't need to come back quite so far. He can still cue at this, it looks like, but got to be a little careful. And if he can draw back to where he's holding his Q-tip, play the 9 to the same pocket, that'll be just fine. You know, it's one of those shots,
yes,
personal preference.
That's right.
Just however you're most comfortable shooting the 9.
That work stroke got a little bit more than you could if you went 2 rails with a draw shot. More delicate.
And he swiped this one again against. Yeah.
You can't see him as well, folks. It's not the eyes. The one thing we don't have is access to see the scores on tables 6, 7, and 8. From Argentina? No, he wasn't from Argentina. He was from Puerto Rico. And Chris Melly, and then Aranas and Kuribayashi.
So he's just got to focus on knocking this one in. And let that path of the cue ball just follow off the angles. It's all about the speed. And
play that 6. You'd like to get the cue ball right where it's at, unless he's going to play it to a different pocket. Yep.
Josh just looking at this into the side. He's also got the corner available. And now the per rack. 40-second shot clock on the main table employed here. And this is all about speed. How's him buying that 6? I mean, that was a tricky shot on the 1 into a blind pocket. And this is our first match, day 1. First. But it's going to be 5 days of non-stop action. Pressure packed. And you know there's going to be a few surprises.
Every day, every 2.5 hours is what the matches are scheduled for. Some will hold 2.5, some will take 2. All depends on the players, their pace, rhythm, closeness, the score. If all the players play as Josh Filler is showing us, be a closer estimate.
Nine down the right cushion, 3 lead.
And we're halfway there for that 2.5 hour. We're halfway in score for a 2.5 hour match, so doing very well on time.
And Filler is more than halfway to on the 1. "19 feet and landed on a dime."
He still has some work to do here. He's got to get from the 3 to the 4, or a combo on the 10 and continue to shoot.
Yeah, he'll play the combination because he's going to drop right behind it here. Well, I say that. He's a little...
Leave the cue ball against the rail or shoot it hard enough that the cue ball comes off the rail, which means his 4 ball will track up. So he shot it hard. And
6 and develop the situation up there. He's going to play this with a lot of topspin.
Into the side rail and try to get between them. Yes, it
well,
worked out. He's just smiling away here. He's happy he's got what he has. But I thought he was trying to come between the 6 and the 5 to get on the.
It never says how, just who.
Fortunately, he's not playing pool where you have to call your position. And when call the next ball and pocket for your position.
Nice crisp. The new cloth and the new balls throws a little different maybe than what Yang would be normally accustomed to.
We should be able to get better and better at bringing you updates and just more information.
Yeah, whoever you may, your attention and let you know how that fellow is doing or that person is doing.
Well, this fellow right here is going to be doing pretty good because he's in a row and is tied. And he wants to make sure he clears these off to get back in the lead match. This is a race to 8. This one gets him to 6 and just one game from the hill, the person that gets there first. It's almost like in golf when a guy's in with a score, it just puts more pressure on the opponents when you're on the hill.
Clubhouse lead.
I didn't know what it was called, but I just always knew that if you get there first with the lead, it stands a lot of the.
4 presents a little bit of a concern for Josh, just given that it's below the 8. Well, if he could land where his Q-tip was, that would be perfect.
There with the angle. For a second, I thought his speed was too much, but the way it came off that rail with his. See if he comes around the 8 or straight down.
Take the cue ball down for the 7.
He wants angle here. Oh, he's going to get pretty straight. If he uses the cushion, he has to avoid getting behind the 9, or be aware not to get behind the 9.
Josh is one of those players. We talk about it a little bit that he tends to make the game look a lot easier than it is, just because he plays. He's such a natural talent, and the speed that he plays on the park for him.
But look how he addresses the ball. He still stands there and then steps into his line of fire, as you noted in that shot. See, he'll do it again right there. Steps into the line.
Well, he's got the clubhouse lead, George.
Yes, he does. And
He's looking for perfection, and he knows leaving the thin cut on the 3. It's going to be a tricky 4. But he didn't really have a lot of choice,
no.
especially hampered queuing. But this is a shot from the 3 to the 4. 5-8 shouldn't offer any problems. See this.
Barely.
Now he's right behind it, George. What a good recovery. Follow through and play the 7 into the same pocket. Oh, that one.
Yeah, especially after that 8-ball hung early in one of the early games. Did you see that cue ball just jump a little bit? I wonder what that was. You usually don't see that. Side rail. No, fooled me.
And for an 8-5 victory, Josh Filler moves on to round number 2.
6 balls. Better be a real good day.
Never miss any from the commentary box.
I know. If you're viewing at home on YouTube, which we hope you are, as Jimmy said, please share it. And you have all day to join us. Don't get 2 straight here. He needs an angle to get to the 7 on the bottom rail. I believe he has it. Let's come off the top corner pocket. But he's laid pretty flat on his 7 ball. Well, like to have been just a little closer to the 8 ball, but he's okay for the side. Come back out.
Yeah,
wow.
The shots are all under the microscope now. Looks like it's going to be 7-7. Let's back out to the middle.
He's got the angle he needs for the 5. Needs a little angle to get to the 6. Absolutely perfect. You probably just stop it for the 8 on the side. Perfect. Just a what a great match we're having. Just they exchanged racks in the middle. Then they went 1 apiece. Then Josh had 3 in a row, and they've gone 1 apiece since.
We've had a number of quality matches on this diamond table from the CSI arena already. And for me,
it's one break he did not want to give up. That's what he needed to go hill with his opponent, and he's given him a chance to take the match. 3 ball.
5's got half a
balls,
pocket
yeah.
to this corner past the 6.
3 ball is just up table.
Nice
Now
cue
for
ball
the
there.
5. Very nice.
5 if possible. Okay, nice shot.
Shot here, though, drawing this back. He's got to be careful.
Yeah, he's got a nice line, though. He can come into the 7 just as, oh, wow, he got more on it than he ever dreamed. The TV table will fool you how easy it draws sometimes. Okay.
That shot probably didn't think it was in.
And what a talent we're watching right here.
Yeah, you didn't get a chance to see his last match against Jason Shaw. It's the best match that I've commentated at this event. Jason really didn't do much wrong. 10-8, Josh ended up beating him.
Now, I saw Jason just shortly after that, and as soon as I saw him, he kind of had one of them Jason Shaw looks and threw his hands up a little bit in the air. He says, "Mate, I never missed a ball, and I got beat 10-8."
13 break and runouts in the match.
Yeah. And these guys, they've just perfected the 10-ball break. It's a break that when you're hitting well, you actually get more shape on the 1 ball, more positional on the 1 ball than you do playing 9-ball.
Well, we've had 2
balls somehow. Probably just to the top rail for a cut on the 2. Oh, he's drawing this by them other balls. Okay, he got by that 5. He's not going to get up.
21 years of age.
Okay, he's going forward with the cue ball, so that tells me he's going by the 3. For a year ago, before he won all these big titles, I got to watch him play a few other disciplines in pocket billiards, that being a pool, and man, he could play that really well also. So not just a young straight shooter. I mean, he is that also, but not just that. That's Josh.
Never even looked at him, did
Yeah,
he?
and now placed his chalk on his quarters over there. Hold the ball, so he's just going to pinch hold this. No, he's going to the rail.
Well, he's looking like he carried the same form into this match that he had against Jason Shaw. Half a chance, and he's making it look like it's plain sailing.
Yeah, and on to a 2-1 lead and going to be breaking in game 4. And one thing about Filler is, I wonder if it's going to need shot, but shouldn't be too tough. And here, like you said, Jim, not barely the referee could get the rack off the table before Young Jock start this run. And this kind of shot, just easy power on that kind of shot. And you notice how it comes out slowly, which is place. A little funny here because he's got a little angle, so he may have to go forward to the rail, but he doesn't want the 3 to come out too much. Oh, I think it was you and I that there's just a few players in the event, and there's a few more than a few, but there's a few you think of that can just kind of take over a match.
Taken. And Filler making a strong bid to go 3-1 up.
He played for the angle there, so he didn't have to get further away from the 6 and also not over the 10. And real natural to just come across. And I'm interested to see, Jim, like I said, that Neil's played the first rack with a little bit more pace around the table than we normally see. And now after suffering 3 game loss in a row, I wonder if he gets break. This is another one. If you want to hold the cue ball, don't hit it too hard. Yeah, you see when you, oh, okay, you made it on the 4 on the side, but even if it was tight, and it appears the 4 went by the 8, so he's not taking a chance at that little pocket. I think it had a pocket. If he had gotten nice on it, he would have shot it. But otherwise, I think a good decision. But with the 9-10 there, he's got to make sure he can get clear to the 8. Now you could catch the bottom of the 9. Okay, got by it. Talking to it a little bit. I'll just cheat this off the rail. Oh, okay, he stayed on the rail.
Maybe able to play it and come off that side cushion with the cue ball, but
Yeah, he may come to the back of the 10 instead of having to slow roll. Okay, he could just stay on for the 10.
well, he has asserted himself here. He's established early control.
You want to extend the game in this position, and that offers a nice little shot where you can kick at the 1 and lay up on top of it. Don't want to, well, that's not as, for a long time anyways, it's been the most sickening feeling in pool when you scratch on the break. Nothing worse. Okay, that one checked nicely. We'll have to see it. It appears the 7 passes the 9, or else he'd be taking a little more time thinking about this 3 to the 6 to the 7. I think he'll just float this, huh, Jim? I mean, maybe kill it a little bit, but I mean, stay on that side of the table is my point.
Again.
Another one of those guys, though, that you see come along and they just grip the cue ball with the tip so.
When I was still playing snooker and I got the chance to play Jimmy White a few times, I almost the white. It was almost like he caressed the white with the tip. Just had a completely different hit than a lot of players, and Filler's a little like that.
Yeah, you've seen it through the years. None of these fans are here to bother any of the players. It's just the cell phone is a difficult thing to lay down for somebody in there. Maybe he's just playing safe. Okay, he played the 6, but look how nice the speed. Now the slick table, don't get too much draw. The side pockets, oh my. Combination here. And it looks like swinging the cue ball all the way around is hard. Okay, wants that to go a little light, still near the 6. If he wants to get all the way to the middle, which I think he does. Okay, caught the 10. Banked the 2 to the thick side of the pocket, so the cue ball didn't open up quite so much. But still good. Wow, this is surprising. Wow, he's blow up and just take a little more distance. Oh, he's pounding it. He is getting to the rail. Side pocket must not. Okay, he did kind of roll up. Just get off the round.
Break and run out.
And this is the type of shot he stays away from that I commented at before. More of that subtle maximum spin and just come off the ball kind of heavy and float towards. Our spin shots at a subtle speed would rather move the cue ball with a little more force. Bridging over the pocket can sometimes be a little funny.
And the break and run out, he'd try and even get this cushion first.
Yeah. I think that was smart. Forget about that because he's not going to lag it. He's going to hit it with a decent speed on the cue ball. He's not going to feather it. Come on. So now one thing about this, the difference is most young guys don't get bothered too much by stuff that happens, you know, around the arena. A little bit of noise here and there. The young guys usually shoot on by. It's usually the more the veterans that out of sorts by a little noise. And a good spot here though to go up 8-6 and put a lot of pressure on our former world 9-ball champion from the Netherlands, from The Hague. That's where he spends most of his time in Holland.
He goes through them fast when he goes through them.
Shoot. He's got to put a little power on this one. Not much angle.
The bottom right corner.
More angle on that even. Now the problem with that is the 5. Oh, he's cutting it in.
A little thinner on the 4 ball, but speed of the cue ball is everything here.
It looks like it's going to be pretty good. Seeing that we've seen all kinds of situations and a lot of easy starters. And then at 8-7, this comes up. One just a rack ago that we felt Filler should get on the hill with, and another one. I don't know, it sounds crazy. Even when you get down to the final 16, you have players you like to win the tournament, and then there's usually 1 or 2 to win, but he just hasn't won yet. But I really think it's anybody's ball game this last 16. That's the feeling I get this week. Looking pretty nice for if you're siding with the Germans. Main thing is stay off the rail with the cue ball right here, and I think he's going to. Or if it's stuck on the rail, coming backwards with the cue ball can be a little difficult at times. But one thing about Josh, now a really, really fine positional player. Okay, you want to get nice and heavy on it. It's one that gets pulled off the rail easily. And the good thing about that is he didn't. He's paying attention here because he realizes the 8 doesn't pass the 10. That's okay. There's not really you would do in most situations instead of like trying to hit it soft and laying up for some shot on the side. Okay, he did that anyways, but he killed it. Okay, not a lot of angle to really move it, so he's just going to bump the 10, and I like that as well. I think a smart shot by the young man. Again, realizing head and butters the draw shot from some distance.
Yeah, he'll be celebrating real soon. We'll be up against the defending world 10-ball champion. And it's there. Josh Filler.
He's got to just get on the 2 just because the 9's there. He's got to get on the 2 pretty decent to get over on the 4 or draw back to a small position. Brings it backwards, which he's got to really shoot it to a portion of the pocket to get position on the 4. Okay, he went ahead and followed it, and that's just forward. You had to know the cue ball was going to dive really near that same corner you were shooting the 2 in.
I also found and executed every one of them successfully, and Josh Filler was taking notes, and I'm thinking to myself, I bet he won't be pushing into any of those.
Well, these two guys know them how well Ko Ping Yi. Just from what I've seen, there's a lot of them that jump the ball really well, but he's up there. And you think that has a little something to when they're suffered, or like say after the break when they have to jump the ball, they'll roll out to another jump shot, kind of like a lot of times he won't do that. He'll just go ahead and take it on right after the break. And pretty nice clearance so far. He may come across here.
Well, big way to start this semifinal.
He looks like he's going to play into the 3 and then, nice shot, and bump it. Just lay the 2 up. He can get short position on the 5 easily. Okay, he's trying to bump it. Sometimes you'll bump it a little more funny, Jim.
He half intended that 2 to follow the 3 in. He would have had to bank the 5. But never easy to play position when a ball is that deep in the throat of a pocket.
Something about them lefties, huh, Jim? Seems like every sport.
Yeah, it was.
And talk about firepower.
No kidding.
Okay, that's still shouldn't be a problem. You could play the 10 on the side thereafter, but
this is a strong start for the German. He's looking to have the filler slam.
And the 3, and may go back and forth and catch a piece of the 3. We'll see. Wow, just hit it perfect. Okay, but he's going to come back for the side. He's got to have a nice touch and a nice speed with it. I would probably just go back and forth. Yeah. Oh, he did come back for the side.
He looks like he's in dead stroke right now. Ominous in the Predator World 10-Ball Championship. 2 from Chinese Taipei and 2 brothers. A lot of people thought it might be an all-co final here in Las Vegas. And Masato Yashioka from Japan. And then the lone European. But what a representative he is.
Yeah. Going to feel like the old man out of these 4. And if you think about pool and just what we have here in our semifinals in the future of 9-ball and rotation.
Yeah, this is sitting there. And the way that Filler has started this match out, there's no reason to think he's not going to be able to get
Somehow behind the 9.
onto the 4. He's looking at it now. So, or to drop onto the 5, sorry. Draw back behind the 7 and the 9.
And if you got dead straight on the 6 for the side, he could still cheat it. So any angle will really be okay because he can move the cue ball as long as it's not too extreme. Because the 9's so handy, just a little chip shot on the other side pocket. And it looks like he's going to come downward. I would draw just in between the 9-10 with the ball so easy. Yeah, I like that. Some players would have tried to get to this. It's one thing if the 9's over on the side rail and you need to gain an angle on the 8, but you don't need an angle on the 8. You just need to get to where you don't put it in a missable position.
He was playing another shot in practice. He was putting the cue ball on the bottom cushion, the ball over the top corner, and while Ko was watching, he was drawing it all the way back.
Come up, hit the 4, go up, and snooker himself. That'd be a little hard luck, but looks like he's going to hit it with speed. Okay, and now he got nothing. He can't really. Still need a little bit more speed.
Filler going to survive this rack.
He's bringing it back with a little of that power we were talking about. Ooh, what's this line look? Just draw it to the row and back out for an angle. Go ahead and get you an angle because you need one anyways. Josh started out with a 3-game lead.
But I'll tell you, it's so important that he saw that one go in because he was on the 1. You know, both Filler of this event before it went to the last 16 in the single knockout format. Copigny lost to Alex Pegulayan 8-6. And
here, this isn't a cold-blooded hanger. He's got to pay attention. Wants to stay off the rail with the cue ball. I don't think that's necessary at all. But if he comes out for that corner pocket and he doesn't get all the way there, well, the one good thing is if he overhits it, 4.
yeah, he left it a little risky the way that he played it, traveling with the white. But he dropped on the 6 perfectly, and as you can see, get there in the end in this rack. Really is all about execution, Jeremy. You don't have to follow percentages, not if you've got a certain feeling on any particular way to play a shot. Just execute it, and it's the right way.
It overcomes a lot, and we're here to play devil's advocate a bit, and there's many ways to skin a cat, I guess they say, but I know there were 2 brothers that were really good tennis players that kind of dominated the games.
Yeah, you know what? I remember.
Oh, they may have been Australian, but I could have swore they were American.
You could be right, but I remember them.
This wasn't that long ago either, probably.
You know, send us a message. Let us know.
Working on our sports trivia. Oh, okay. You saw him come in, and he, in Josh's defense, there wasn't an entire pocket there.
Yeah, that pocket has accepted a few.
When he left the cue ball left his Q-tip, that there was a chance of it going over.
Well, just got a quick message.
I believe that was right after the millennium. They started to dominate a little bit in the doubles and lasted maybe more than 5 or 6 years, maybe a good 7 or 8.
Thanks for that. That would bug me. Just trying to think of names. I'm terrible that way.
Oh, here's one name, Josh Filler, to knot it at 6 apiece. This is our first semifinal. We'll have another here at 3:30. And then our final of the world. Right. Yeah, you always want to kick that one to where the object ball gets back down table for kind of a two-way cover on not only the cue ball, but there's been that angle a few times this tournament to where the players got to recognize, hey, I just got to settle with the one in the middle of the table if I really want to hold the cue ball. And now Josh Viller eager to grab that lead back and nearing the end of the match, and we'll be breaking off in the next rack. So huge out here.
Tough to tell sort of with each shot as he settles in. I mean, he's so natural and fluent and he just gets down and fires. He never really thinks too much.
He hits it with outside English. This position's pretty easy, but if he just chops it and goes back and forth, he's got to have good speed on the cue ball.
Again,
yeah,
the speed is everything on this shot. And it's a thin clip on the 9. Yeah, he knew he hit.
Easier way to play safe because of that congestion. Oh, he made the 10 on the break. I didn't even notice.
Up near the side pocket, as you've already noted, Jeremy.
He'd like to just shoot the 2. That would make the rack so much easier, though, because the 3 goes off the 5, and then the 4 is real 4 hanging. I think he's got to kind of hit this softly, doesn't he? If he hits it hard, he could miss it. Okay, nice shot.
5 as well. And he's got the angle on the 4 to come up nicely for the 6. So this rack is unfolded very nicely for Josh Filler. Yeah, looks like he's found that gear again. He's sped up and starting to show signs and that early confidence that got him off to a 3-0 whippet-like start in this match. Eight, 6. So
yeah, I like shooting it to the lower right myself. And he did too eventually. Those 2 last breaks could be his last 2 shots in this match. These 2 last dry breaks for Koping Yi.
yeah, this was never going to be easy playing table.
And he'll go 3 rails here with inside English. Always a pretty shot to watch. Cue ball moving around the table. Passed it a little bit, so now decisions. He's not breaking this out, is he? He sure is. I don't blame him. Yeah, he's going to go 3 rails, I think, here for the. He makes hit this real soft and light and just try and kill it. Yeah, that's what he's done. A 2 ball.
And when he was 3-0 ahead.
Yeah.
Well, he's won the last 3.
He didn't bank that one short. He hit it perfect, right in the middle. Well, now he'll bring the cue ball around, I think, to that left side rail. He doesn't have to. I was just thinking because he's lefty, a lot of them will move it around right here where they reach. Well, he's not going to be able to reach that one. Not from the side row anyway. So, okay, this is that shot. Instead of the high inside, he'll go back and forth. 9-6 and breaking. Pretty ill field. 2 dry breaks now at 6-6 and 8-6. Can't afford them when it's 0-0, let alone those one that throwing it in and killing the cue ball for the 2 shouldn't be an issue. Just kind of let it float towards the hole. He has both pockets available for the 4 ball. Okay, got way out there, so I think he kind of wanted to probably play the 4 by the 5 to the 5 and to the 7, I think, and hold for the 5 pretty easily. Yeah, I think so anyways. He wants this to bounce. Yeah, he'll hold right there for the 5, right? Ooh, forward. Where's the 7 going? If he's going forward. Where's the 7 going? Watch out. See, when he was banking at this one, now he's gone to cut and he's much thinner. He's just had to kill the cue balls. All he had to do with a little.
And the 3 in close proximity as well.
Or he put a lot. So a few little needless errors with the cue ball. Still probably isn't going to cost him.
May have worked out better.
Made things a little easier,
yeah.
Right? But I think Josh is going to go ahead and get out of here. But and at his age now, he probably won't carry on many of these mistakes at the end into the next match. But it wouldn't be the worst thing ever going past the 7 here. Yeah, just a nice little flick here of the 5 down the rail. Yeah, no reason to put.
It's not coming easy for him though.
No. Easy. Maybe the nerves are a little high.
Now the celebration is going to be very short, very shortly, and the 10 down, and our first final.
Puts the 2 ball down to the opposite corner pocket, length of the table, and he just is going to work his way
out of the pocket on the ones hanging deep in the hole. Okay, could have got a little better out of that as far as the cue ball strike. He definitely knocked this in. It's just going to give him more confidence. And that's probably one of the single most differences when people ask about why is Josh Filler so good. And that right there on the rail, didn't really hesitate too much. Okay, he's got to be aware here not to overhit it and catch the 10 and something bad happen. Okay, he just played it simply, and that's another thing I like about Josh sometimes. And the most
so he's not afraid of the long shot. He didn't work to move the cue ball closer to his object ball. He just kept it simple and was successful getting the next
cue ball a couple rails back and forth. He can try and land heavy on the 9, or he can just draw the cue ball back. And that's more of what he's done, and I like that because so if he fell a little funny on this 9, he wouldn't move it back so much. Here he'll go ahead and bring it on back.
Just back enough so that he's sure to make the ball and travel the cue ball safely.
Pocket for the 4, maybe. Is that what's going on? But it appears the 4 goes by the 6.
That's exactly what he was doing. But he left the 9 ball a yoke.
4 went by the 6. It sure appeared the 4 went by the 6.
Looks like it from here too.
Okay.
And it
Same thing here from the 3 to the 4. Stay off the rail with the cue ball. These guys are so good. Of course, they want to gain really nice position on the 5, but also have to recognize. You can see now it's a little more of a cut shot.
Oh, he's coming up. Now he played it. This is looking good to stay on. He'll steal this game from Ko.
He'll probably come to the center of the table, whether 2 rails or 1 rail. He chose the 2. Not bad.
Back for the 9. Didn't overdo it and get behind the 10. Probably
Just
played the 10 ball.
One
Same
rail.
place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same place for the 10. Good look at those Predator Arcos 2 balls. New product by Predator that should be out at the end of the year. So you played on.
Way down. It looks just really natural to get on the good side of the 2 here.
Yeah, I would venture a guess and say that he probably.
That needs to slow down.
About this.
Yeah, and he's elevating because I believe he is going towards that scratch. So he's trying to elevate and take a long shot on the 3 probably. Yeah, like just like that. You could tell the path. Oh, yeah.
He'll come around here.
Well, it's going to land on the rail, though, I believe. And
angle so he can follow it and catch the head rail.
okay, he needs some nice.
Unfortunately, when these 2 players meet, I use that word a lot.
Well, that's not perfect there.
No.
May have to come through this with a little high inside or just hold for a little bit more of a cut on the 9.
He'll just take the cut. He doesn't mind taking a little bit. Just pocket it in the same pocket. Just a nice clean cut down the rail.
And really nice strike of the cue ball. Settling in here in game 4, Josh Filler, and now a 3-1 lead. I think it's a lot tighter than it appears on the TV.
It's close, but he seems to have the pocket.
Can't go forward for short side, and the 4 is just a little too tight. He'll play a 4-8 combination. Not that bad.
Oh, he's going to go down with it.
Or may have a bit more of the pocket than we think. Oh, he shaved the 8. Now he's definitely closed the pocket, but made the cut to still make the 3. If he hits it any thicker, it drives the 3 into the rail, and that ball wobbles up.
Well, see, him shaving that 8 ball tells me he kind of missed it a little bit because
he needed to hit down the left side of that 8.
Well, this is coming back, and he'll make short work of this. 4 balls for a game.
We've had players. That's how you get so many major titles. We've had players that once they got to the final, they rarely got beat. That being Earl Strick, Mike Siegel, and Efren Reyes had some trouble there for a minute in the finals, but then he turned that around the last 20 years as well, huh?
Yeah. Wasn't Mike Siegel one of the most successful once he got to the final?
Yeah, him and Earl both.
Yeah.
He'll probably maybe try to spin around the 4, but I like his chances regardless. The only thing about spinning around the 4 is if it doesn't hit anything, you may lose position on the cue. He's there for a minute. The up-and-coming players immediately always went to the jump cue, and you can understand because they're so it's not new, young round of an era of the better players are great at really kicking at the ball, and like you said.
Yeah, they hit quite a few of them, I'm telling you. Well, if there's a bright side for Coe on this rack, he didn't break it, so he really doesn't lose ground, even though he could lose the game. But he didn't make up, didn't steal one of his breaks. I guess that's the bright side of it. The dark side is he stands to lose this game and go down 5-3.
Doesn't look like Filler will do a whole lot with the cue ball here, and just take a little angle on the 8 to come around the 10-3.
Yeah, he might have changed his mind.
Well, it just changed the bridge a little bit. He had the open bridge, and
yeah, for that shot, more steady. Be sure you're a little more steady.
Yeah, and I really don't mind. It's weird. I've never really said it on the 2. I think. I wouldn't hit it hard. Oh, yeah, he's asking first. I would have kept the 2 real close to the cue ball. I always do that in this sport or any other sport. That's why it's probably they are called sports, just because it's not always a for sure thing.
Oh, wow.
Wow, great shot. Just kill the cue ball. Just kill it and try and hold for the position, huh?
Yeah. Just, you can go to the left side and still have the 3. He bumped. He did hit the 8.
He drew into it. Going to want to keep an eye on. Thing is, where's the cue ball going here? Is it? Can he get? He has to get in there to cut it. Can he draw off of it enough? And that's. Don't think Josh is going to have that issue, but.
It's funny. I've seen some really good players miss that ball to the right of the pocket to the.
And going into the 10 and sacrificing a little distance, and that almost looked like as tough a shot as drawing it. But man, he does it well.
7 up and just stay there for the 10 or come back a little bit.
So not any different here in the final of our Predator World 10 Ball Championships. About to be knotted at 6.
This will give the fans something to clap at. Where the combination is probably available. I was going to say you can move it.
You got to cut that ball back. They're close together, so anytime the balls get close together like that, even if there's space, you really have to cut the 9. Quite tear it out here. He may. I don't think so. I think he'll probably try to set up for that combo. Or possibly a cross-side bank, and it's a winner. The 9's going to have movement on it, so he'll need to play shape on the 9. Important here, though. He gains a good angle. Is that going to be all right, or is he going towards the 9 now?
Off racks, huh? Fedor had a chance to steal one. You know, that could easily match when it comes to the end of it. That missed 10 ball.
Well, mistakes have been at a premium. There hasn't. He's just floating it with a straight high ball, so may get a little bit above the 5 as well. Not a problem. This ball myself to the side rail and back out. Yeah.
He's making this look easy. This shot to tie it up at 7. I like to point out the obvious sometimes, Jeremy.
They're not doing that. I don't have that luxury. He's going to spin around it. He can't make it. So he can spin around it and make it. Good shot. Yeah, and it didn't guarantee him the. He can cut it. He's going to try to kill the cue ball, I think, with left. Kill it on the rails like that. Except he gave up on it. He doesn't care where he gets, kind of. He wants to get a little angle, probably. They always land fairly fresh. He'll just draw back a little, like that. Weekend players, people that play at home with their $1 million table. It's tough for anybody. He's going to roll it in with a little bit of right top. All you got to do is make it. Good shot. And he didn't wiggle it in either. Take a longer shot on the 2 or follow over. He looks like he's going forward. Yeah, he can follow it. Good shot. Like that good. I can follow forward just a little bit and get, he's drawing back. No, follow forward and get a little angle like that. 4. That's what he looked like he was doing. He's going to fit it right there for that little cut. Put a right top on this and just roll it lightly. He'll come back to the middle. Well, he went 2 rails. These rails are real fast. He can do that. Draw back a little. Get a perfect angle to get back on the 8 2 rails. He actually came up short. So he gets in trouble in little spots like that where he goes the wrong way. Just going to stun it and follow it like that. Placement pull, right bottom, just going to draw off a little bit. Or he's going to draw it. Yeah, right top, 2 rounds. 3-0 filler leads. He'll draw around the table or go right top and come down the table. He drew around. Right bottom, and he'll just drag the cue ball or roll it. Just stunned it right there. He'll stun forward like that, play the 6 on the side. He'll stun down or roll down. He rolled. He'll draw over with left bottom, shoot the 8 on the side. Straight top, bounce off the side rail. Left bottom. I still say he might struggle with placement pull. He'll come all the way across and play the 3 in the same corner, probably. Wow, he went around over there. Good shot. Now he'll just draw down, draw to the side rail, just past the side. Underhit that a little. He stays against the rail a lot, seems like to me. He'll go 2 rails. Well, he didn't get to the second rail as much as I do, that's for sure. I can see now he's drawing down the table now. And that's not a bad shot, but that's for sure. Straight top and go 2 rails or 1 rail. 2 rails. I'm glad I called that, both of those. I think pool's harder to commentate than golf. Shoot and stop. I mean, to get this right, you got to be a genius to get this right all the time. 5-2. Yeah, it's way more fun doing commentary by yourself. I don't know what happened. I missed the whole shot. So Filler's just going to stop right. I don't know exactly what he's up. He's got to get an angle. That's for sure. He's going to try to stun straight down the table up to. He didn't get quite where he wanted to, though. He's going to hit it with left middle and stun it straight down there and try to rake it up. Really simple mistake from Fedor there. Left, put a little left on this one. Down the middle of the table. He'll put right bottom and draw over now. Shoot the 6 in the same corner. He'll put right top, go around the 7, 2 rails. Right middle. Now, he don't care where he lands. He'll draw straight back. Those are the shots right there I don't like anymore. He loves them. He'll just stun it, 2 rails. See, he plays like I do a lot. He thinks like I do. Straight top. God, that was a big mistake by Fedor there. 6-4 Filler leads. But he's going to shoot at this. This is a green light. He'll try to fire it in with right bottom, hit right there, and come back for the 3 ball. That was a big lose in this game, possibly, if Filler gets out. Right top, come back for the side. But now the 6 is like a beach ball. He's going to just draw back a little, probably, like that. That's all he can do, because he really can't do nothing. Right bottom, just draw back. Get back to the middle of the table. Just enough with the angle to draw back. Right bottom, draw back for the 7. Left bottom, draw draw back to the side rail. Looked like he's going to draw back to the side rail. The way he was cueing, I could just tell. I'm glad he gave himself away. Now he'll stun or draw back. Stun off the rail, yeah. Can't always tell how much angle he's got. Looks like it's going to be 7-6 filler. Left bottom on that, 2 rails. That was a big mistake when he elevated. Yeah, but that one wasn't as hard. And he had a lot of air with the cue ball. Good shot, though. He'll just draw this with right, or go hit rail first and come around like that. Stun this off the rail with right, just below center. Stun off the rail. He'll stun off the rail, draw down the middle. Draw down the middle. He'll stop right there on the 6, play the 7 in the other corner. He'll stop right there on the 7 and play the 8 inside. Oh, he drew it. I don't know why, I don't think he had to do that. He'll stun down or he'll follow. Stun down. He'll draw to the side rail or stun to the bottom rail. Yep, drew to the side rail. Got to call them all. Break. And the 1 went in, I didn't call it. He's going to bank this in with left bottom and draw around the 3. I can't tell if he can miss the 6. Yeah, just like that. Now he'll stun into the rail, come back to the middle, or draw straight down. Stun into the rail like that. He's going to come back for the side. He's going to draw with right bottom, go between the 8 and the 6. I'm Earl Strickland for the Billiard Network. Left bottom, touch draw down the table, bank the ball, get on the 7, and he left that. I used to love him. He'll shoot it for the other corner because it's easier. Aha, he chickened out. But he's going to curl it. He'll shoot this kind of, he's going to draw it down to the bottom rail and come back. That was a good shot on the 7, as hard as he hit it.
It's just another day in paradise. Get to watch some good pool while all this craziness is going on in the world.
Yeah, crazy.
All right, so the match in front of us, they were in a big hurry. They recording, so we missed the first few shots of the first game. So this first game is already in progress, but it's still only the first game.
Right. Looks like Josh making easy work of the first game. That's why they started so quick.
he's got like dinner reservations somewhere he doesn't want to miss.
Yeah, the Binion Steakhouse there.
Yeah, we had dinner there once. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it is good. Josh, he's a quick player, fearless. Makes like everything he shoots at. You don't see him tying up on the side there, the 4, 7, and the 8. But nice shot on the 2.
Yeah, it looks like he's...
It's 2 in the side. You can almost put like 4 different Englishes on the ball, and it just goes in the side.
It's
funny.
like they have magnets.
It's
Can't
funny.
keep them apart. They're coming across his line.
Josh, look, the first 2 games. You know, a lot of Europeans, you see them, they play with their jacket on and stuff. Every time I said, come on, man, can y'all give me one easy round? Just one. I told them after every round, and they never would give me one.
Josh has 0 losses. Corey has 1 loss. Might be thinking, well, how are they playing each other? Wouldn't Corey be on the B side and Josh on the A side? Well, that is not how they. That's not how they thought. It's not a traditional double elimination bracket. It's a single elimination with a chance for 1 rebuy. So what that means is there was 400 and some players in this event. So every round, they will take all the players that are still left. They will shuffle them up, pair them off, and then you go play your opponent. If you win, great, you move on. If you lose, if you still have a rebuy left, you can rebuy. So then, after every round of all the players that are still left or who have rebought, then they'll take them and shuffle them all up again, pair them off, and keep doing that over and over until there's one player left.
Yeah, actually, one year it was. I remember I was like 17 or 18. It was round 7. It's crazy. Only 400 people, one person gets a bye, maybe if there's an odd number out of all the players. But it's everybody has to have a bye before you can get another bye. So, and when there's 3 players, if 2 of them's already have one, then only one, the other person. Corey had a long shot, missed the 2, and now he comes up, he misses the 5 ball. Pretty simple shot.
I'd have expected him to miss those, so he's pulling the old behind the back maneuver. That looks perfect.
Yeah, just draw back to the side rail, 8 in the side, 9 in the corner again. Looks like it simple to win the first 4 racks.
6 inches from the 9 ball, straight into the corner. 4-0.
Didn't really have jump cues. That's why Earl started the jump shot, but with a full cue.
Right.
But now
makes me surprised. It makes full cue.
Yeah, nowadays the jump cue is a big part of the game, so I feel like it should be allowed. But the only thing that sucks about the 3-point rule, like he made 2 balls, and
he made 2 on the break, and he doesn't get to shoot.
And he has to sit down, and leaves Josh in a nice spot.
Yeah, the 3-point rule is definitely a controversial one. For the most part, the players are not really big fans of it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind. I like it because the game, it's more random. Like, you can't just,
So putting the 9 on the spot and breaking from the break box, so that forces you to, play for the one in the side. So now the 2 ball's the one you have to play position on, but because it's a no, so, that makes it hard to play position on the 2.
Right.
So you can do that without having to introduce this 3-point rule. All right, Joshua making quick work of these, as he usually does. Wastes no time.
I'm bad at it, too. They say it's pattern. I'm like, well, you have to watch me because it's a habit. You probably tell me, and then next game I'll probably put the 2 and 2. Probably the best choice there.
Yeah, when in doubt, hit them hard.
Yeah,
right. We're playing 9 ball.
Last shot, and you try to come on.
Yeah,
so
with ball in hand's a little easier to get there.
Right, yeah. Probably take the same shot that's my guess. No.
Oh, no.
Oh. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely needed that. If he makes.
Yeah, caught the 7 a little full.
Yeah, missable shot here, but favorite to make it. 98%.
I think he realizes he has a shot on the one to the corner. I think he does. And the rest of these balls are pretty wide open. This is not looking good for Corey. The 3 is the one by this bottom right corner. Come up for the 4, probably in the side.
Yeah, straight in.
Let the cue ball get away a little.
Yeah, probably draw the in rail and straight back up for the 5.
Going to roll. Goes.
Yeah, he's going to have to roll this ball into the side. Make this 5 ball. You'll be middle table. You have a shot at the 6. Perfect to get on the 7. Should be from here. Should be all she wrote. It's looking like. Just he made it though. Looking like a filler.
knocked the 2 off the rail with some left. Wow, he hit that perfect. Actually hit it going in and then kicked it. It was a good roll. He'll shoot this real soft with a little left. And he'll put left bottom and draw back off the rail. He didn't quite hit it that hard, I don't know. But that's good. Straight top, he'll go 2 rails around the 8, and land in the middle of the table, or go all the way around. That was a mistake. He kind of hit that funny. Went around the table. Oh, how lucky is he there? I've said in the past, this guy's pretty fortunate. And just dink it like, spin back off the rail. Very good. Now run, roll it in. Ooh, he stunned that across. That was dangerously shot. Good shot down how unfair this game is. He's just going to stop right there and shoot the 3 in the side or play safe. You know, he's going to put right, left top, go around the 7 and come over for the 4. Play the 7, McCarron. Shot. Oh, we got a little bit of a bad roll there. Just a little bit of right on it. He hit that too hard. He almost... Snooker, he hit it too hard. Follow this with straight top. Another good break. Play for the side. He'll just roll this in and play the 8, the 9 in the left corner where he is. Or stun it over. He's stunned over. He'll stun to the bottom rail, middle right. 2-2, they're tied. Straight top, come down real slow like, or left, go around the 3. Good shot. He scrubbed that. Table has got pretty juicy pockets, I'll tell you that. He'll put left top, follow it. Play the 4 on the side, he underhit that. He makes a lot of all this around and play for the side, probably. 2 rails. These guys don't like shooting for the corners. Wow, what a good roll that was. He gets all kinds of little rolls. Just roll this in real slow. And some left. And he'll roll this in real slow. Play the 9 in the right corner up there. For a 3-2 lead. And he'll just stop this one. A little bit of right bottom. He followed it. I don't know why he followed that. Shoot the 4 in the corner or the side. The side. These guys don't like shooting for the corner, I'll tell you that. Create a little bit of angle on the 5. If the 6 goes past the 8, he'll just draw around the 9. Nope, he came over and shoot the 6 in the same corner. He'll follow this to rail or hit it real slow. Oh, he ran it. You see, he plays shots kind of funny like that. Funny like that. That was really strange. Now he's going to come back and shoot the 9 all the way down. Really slow. See, he really, where you're like borderline and not getting there a lot. He's going to go 3 rails in between the 3 and the 7. Or he might hit the 7. Left top, come straight back down the table. He's going to stun this one and creep forward a little. I just rolled it. He'll draw back and play the 7 in the same corner with right bottom and spin off a little. He underhit that. You know what he should have done there, really? He should have just rolled up. Weird. This is nothing for him. Straight top, roll it in nice and easy. Let's stop it right there or follow it with left or right. Left on it. He had left top on that. And a little bit of right bottom, and he'll follow it. He follows those shots. Most guys stop those or draw them. He's going to draw away and play the 6. He's going to try to run into the 3 maybe. No, he's going to go around it. That's not bad. Now he'll go between the 9 and the 5, a little left, top. Thank God I'm getting some of them right. Left, middle, and bounce off. Create a little bit of angle like that so he can come around for the 7 and get for the corner or the side. He'll put left, middle, stun it a little, and bounce around. And if he would have went too far, he would have had the side. That's perfect. This could have cost Nils the 8 ball in. A little left top maybe. Bounce off. This shot's always tricky. You don't know if to draw. He's going to go 3 rails. That's the right shot there. And you see how he didn't try to get perfect for you amateurs out? This is the right way to get on that ball. If you try to get on it perfect, you might mess it up. Left bottom and stun it 2 rails. That could have cost him the match. No, he can shoot it in the corner, just draw over and play the combination. That's the right shot. That's what I would do right there. Perfect. Wow, Nils really might have messed up not playing that 2-8. He'll play the combination. God, that was really big. Left to spin down lightly. He wants to play a safety. Spin over. Wow, he didn't shoot that the way I thought he would. He should have come down. Just 1 rail. Like that. This is one or the other. That's no good. I'll tell you that right now. That. Nope, he's all right now. Well, put a lot of left bottom or whatever you want. He's going to draw it left bottom. Draw back to the rail. It's so dry, you can't be scared of any shot, literally. Now he's going to draw straight back. Good shot. And real hard to do right there. You might miscue. Straight top or a little bit of right top. Real easy, like that. He's got a chance to break and win the match now. I thought he was curtains. Left bottom and draw over. A little draw over or float over, yeah. He shoots firm and they'll stun over for the 3 down there. Yep, good shot. It's over. Because he didn't roll that 2-8 in a while ago. Try to cut it inside. He'll stun this, go 2 rails. Yeah, this is curtains. Right top, come back, play the 6 on the side on his right there. Right top. Very nice. Hey, you hit it by the ball there. He didn't want to do that, but he's all right still. He'll put some right top and kill it off the rail like that. Straight top. Bounce off, come back down the middle of the table. And amazingly, I didn't give him a chance. A while ago, he went 1 rail. An athlete, right bottom and stop. Oh, he roll it. He doesn't stop these. There it is. Philly wins 9-8. Thanks for
He lost it. You were
Joshua Phillip.
Push on.
Push up, cool.
Number 4. Our current score is 2-1 in favor of Mr. Lockett. Mr. Lockett, break. Attention, please.
Joshua Phillip wins the rack. Filler wins the rack. Joshua Filler wins the rack. Joshua Filler wins the rack. extension cord.